Hello, this video is a joke. If you would like to buy or have already bought any of these things, that's fantastic. I really hope you enjoy them, especially if you do. I think that's even more fantastic. This is for my own entertainment. Can we, yeah, okay, we're good, awesome. Hello, recently I published a video on this channel about what to gift the Swifties in your life that is not from the Taylor Swift merchandise website, as things on it are frequently unavailable, expensive, and varying in quality. I thought it only fair that I follow up that video with a list of things to not gift the Swifties in your life for the sake of yourself and your own shame, as well as the sake of the Swifties in your life. I feel that is fairly self-explanatory. If at the end of this video you're curious about what to gift the Swifties in your life, feel free to check out the video as aforementioned. However, please finish this video first, like I said, for the good of yourself and the Swifties in your life. Without further ado, let's get into it. A red scarf. Now, hear me out. I know you've been told that this is a fantastic, clever, deep cut gift for your Swiftie, but here's the thing, the scarf wasn't even red. Whatever scarf that was left at his sister's house at Maggie Gyllenhaal's abode, it was not red. It was from the album Red, and so like she's selling a scarf as merchandise and like an ornament that's like a red scarf. The scarf wasn't red, the actual scarf wasn't red, so it's not really like a reference. The scarf, I'm pretty sure, was also designer, so like you can't get your own one. You don't even really want your own one, and also scarves, as someone who's lived in multiple climates, you don't really wear them unless you live in a climate where you actually need them, and so like they're not gonna wear the scarf. It's overdone. We've really beat that scarf to death. We've really wrung it for all it is worth. Ask Jake Gyllenhaal. I love that song. I love All Too Well 10. I love Bite Size All Too Well. I ride for All Too Well, and I will never get tired of riding for All Too Well. That's just how I feel. But we've really wrung the scarf for all it's worth. We messed up a few other lyrics from that song in like a merch capacity too, and so like I just beg of you, don't get your Swiftie a red scarf unless they've explicitly asked for one. If you are going to get your Swiftie something from store.taylorswift.com, do not get them this, 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 or this. I know they're available. These are some of the ugliest peaches. These are some of the ugliest pieces of Taylor Swift merch that I have ever seen, to the point where I am ashamed to admit that they have come from a place that Taylor ostensibly, it seems, has approved. And I understand there are contracts, and I understand that she's not designing this stuff. It's been outsourced to a point. It's just, we've crossed a line here. We've jumped a shark, and I think we've all known that for a while, which is why I made the first video that I made about like, if you don't want to or can't find it in your soul or your wallet to buy something from the Taylor Swift merch store, then like, I get it. Here are some like great, fantastic options. These things, even though they are on the store, I need you to believe me when I tell you they're not options. Look at me. These are not things you should be spending money on. A CD version of their Taylor Swift album of choice, because they do not have a record player for to play a vinyl. Like, do not get someone, unless they've specifically requested a CD, they want the vinyl. It doesn't matter if they have a record player. Do you think I have a record player? Look at this. This is not the only one I have, and I have more on my Christmas list. And it's not because I want to play them, it's because I want to have them. Like a little dragon, I would like to build my pile of pretty vinyl collectibles, but also look at how nice it is. Look at how good it is. And also maybe I'll have a record player one day, okay? They're nice, they have high value, they're pretty, they're big, you can see the art better. We want the vinyls. It's a generational thing. I get it. People don't understand why we're like circling back to vinyls, or they're like a big fan of it, whatever you are. Trust me, unless they've specifically requested the CD, or you have another specific reason to think that they want the CD disc and the compact disc, get them the vinyl if you're going to be getting them a physical copy of an album. A shirt that looks like this, or a calendar that looks like this. These are just like the peak worst versions of somebody noticing Taylor Swift gets clicks, Taylor Swift gets add to carts, and just like slapping whatever on a piece of merchandise and selling it as like a Taylor Swift themed something. And that just, it feels icky to get it as a Swiftie because you can see like the holes and the disingenuousness of it, but it also just feels icky to see because it's just like, you don't care, you don't like this. Spend your energy and time on making something and selling something else that is good, that people will like, you know, and just, these are just, they're bad and the references are not correct. Like I got a Taylor Swift calendar lovingly gifted to me that was like from like Temu or something, and like it had like incorrect like Taylor Swift, and it was like a little funny because like you could tell like the lyrics they were like trying to be, but it was also just kind of like annoying. And I was like, I wish that like there was a good version of this. And the sad thing is that there so often is. It's just that like those small creators that make those things don't get noticed. I don't know, things like this just give me bad vibes. Going off of that, this is another just like version of people just like slapping Taylor Swift, just like information and images and photos and whatever on things because she has been around for such a long time and it is such like a deep fandom that like there is a lot of that to mine, I guess. Any of the like Taylor Swift like magazines or whatever you see at like grocery stores or whatever that have her on the cover that are just supposed to be like facts and stuff about her. Maybe if they're a new Swiftie, they'll like it, they'll get something out of it. But really, for the most part, it's probably not going to be all that new or interesting to them. It's going to come off as like made by someone like cobbling together things they heard from different places. And if you are like a really like true to Swiftie, you might not like the way some things are framed. If you're getting literature, if you're interested in it, consider one of these. The Time Person of the Year, several different versions of it. I as a Swiftie would love to have one. Pick whichever cover you think you or your Swiftie would like, or really whichever one you could find, or the Eras Tour book recently released at Target and now available internationally. A great option if they do not already have it and have not purchased it for themselves. There's really nothing significant about these like little magazines and stuff. They're not really commemorating anything, I don't know, especially specific. They're just kind of like vomiting factoids and pictures that are already out there and exist and like conglomerating them for their own use to like lure in people with the name Taylor Swift. I don't know. Again, it just gives me annoyed vibes, I guess. Sure, I could delve into that more, but I'm really just not trying to make this video that deep. And finally, do not buy your Swiftie an outfit for the Eras Tour. The Eras Tour is over, babe. It was like a holiday. The last show was last night, and like we have another holiday coming up, his birthday, on the 13th. So yeah, the Eras Tour is over. Do not make the mistake of thinking that is something that is going to like continue or pick back up again. Tour's over. Do not buy your Swiftie an outfit for the Eras Tour. Alright, thank you so very much for watching this silly little video. I just kind of like thought it would be fun, so I thought you guys might enjoy this as a little companion piece to the most recent video I posted. If you did enjoy this, feel free to check that one out to see what you should be buying with Swifties in your life, or at least what I think would be great and what I would love to be gifted as a Swiftie myself. So feel free to check that out, as well as the slew of other videos we have up on this channel. Like this video if you did have a good time and you liked it. It means the absolute world to me and does a ton for me on my little journey here on the platform. Subscribe if you would like to see more, and I cannot wait to see you guys so very soon in the next one.